สวัสดีจ้าทุกคนทักทายจากโคโรราโดสปริงรัฐโคโรราโดจ้าทุกคนบ่าวหลายเนาะทุกคนเดี๋ยวเฮาไปเที่ยวน้ำกันจ้า
Tree line at the above 100,000, about 10,000 feet or something, right?
เมืองเขาสวยเนาะทุกคนเมืองสวยเนาะโคโรราโดสปริงมันนี่บ่ลืมถ่ายเลยจ้าทุกคนวันนี้เราจะพาทุกคนขึ้นรถไฟรถล่างนะบ่เป็นรถไฟทุกคนรถรางขึ้นไปชมวิวจุดสูงสุดเนาะทุกคนให้ดูบรรยากาศรอบๆเนาะทุกคนอากาศก็คือแบบเย็นสบายทุกคนไม่ร้อนเนาะแถมฝนตกอีกจ้ะทุกคนพุธพฤหัสศุกร์อังคารพุธพฤหัสฝนสิตกเนาะแต่มาหอดเมื่อวานนี่ฝนก็ตกจ้ะทุกคนมาถึงเมื่อวานนี้ฝนก็ตก
The hell's this guy in a white truck doing? Goofball.
วิวสวยมากวิวเขากับซิมีเลนให้ปั่นจักรยานพร้อมเนาะทุกคนใครจะปั่นจักรยานก็ได้มีเลนให้เบิ่งวิวจ้ะทุกคน
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Turn left? Some expressway or something.
เขาจะไปขึ้นรถไฟมองนี้ทุกคนรถไฟอีกแล้วรถล่าง
Lots of parking here. Look at it all.
เมืองท่องเที่ยวให้ทุกคนดูบรรยากาศรอบๆไปด้วยกันเนาะ
All the parking tons. We are worried about nothing for nothing. Where do you want to park? Up at the other end?
Yeah. แถวนี้ก็สิเป็นร้านอาหารแหล่งที่ช้อปปิ้งเดินเล่นเนาะทุกคน
We got a little red house on the hill, a new one.
This park here
Right here?
I don't know maybe go farther This way we have to walk
Yeah, I was going to park over here in the shade, hopefully. Spot on the end. Perfect, right? It's not in the shade, but later on.
เดี๋ยวคอยสิพาทุกคนมาดูทานน้ำไหลตรงนี้เนาะร่มรื่นมากจ้ะทุกคนร่มรื่นมากมีสะพานให้เดินทานน้ำไหลไปจ้ะทุกคนเดี๋ยวเฮาสิตกล่างรถไฟเนาะตึกราบ้านช่อง ท จอดรถเรียบร้อยแล้วเนาะทุกคนเดี๋ยวเขาจะย่างขึ้นไปเด้มีร้านค้ามีช็อปต่างๆเนาะเดี๋ยวเขาลงมาจึงสิมายางเนาะทุกคน
Walk in the shade.
no shape just walk here ตอนนี้10 โมงเนาะทุกคน10 โมงนิดๆบางร้านก็ให้ได้เปิดเนาะคนก็เจ้าคนละสิมายางตอนแรงๆเนาะทุกคนประมาณบ่ายแรงๆเขาเจ้าสิมายาง แต่ว่าเราจะไปขึ้นรางเนาะ It is peak higher than anywhere else ฮะ แถวนี้ก็สิเป็นบ้านเรือนพวกคนอยู่อาศัยเนาะเขาจะใส่เวลาเดินไปประมาณ20 นาทีเนาะทุกคนโดยประมาณเพราะว่าข้างบนมันไม่มีรถจอดเด้ทุกคนมองจอดรถบ่พอนะเขาก็เลยต้องจอดอยู่ข้างล่างแล้วก็ย่างขึ้นไป
Doesn't bother to pave underneath his house, so it's dirt.
Nobody live here
We're like an hour early. 40 minutes early.
เราถึงรถรางแล้วนะทุกคน I think they go down there right
Maybe not. Maybe up there. Is that the entrance up there?
Look how far we want to be.
รถล่างออกไปจากทุกคน
No, centuries later we still have to pay. Why is this train go so slow? You want it to go fast? That's how we died. I'm gonna be climbing. Worse than this.
600 foot elevation gain from our depot today. Now, before I get too excited, I should probably get some introductions out of the way. If you look to the front of car number 1 there, you will see our engineer for today, Sydney. Everyone say hi, Sydney. Sydney's a wonderfully talented engineer. She's going to be getting us safely up and down the mountain today. My name is Dylan. I'll be your conductor today. I'll be sharing some interesting things about the mountain as we pass them by, also making sure everyone has a nice, safe, and comfortable trip. And yeah, I may even sing a song for you. We'll see. Now, a quick history lesson. The Manitou and Pikes, the only time we took a break from taking passengers to the summit of Pikes Peak was a 4-year period from 2017 to 2021. At that time, we realized a lot of our equipment was looking a little outdated, so we did a complete renovation on the railway. We purchased 3 brand new trains, completely refurbished and renovated 4 of our older trains, one of which you're riding on today. We also relayed all 8.9 miles of track and did an extensive renovation on our depot down in Manitou. All of this thanks to a $100 million expanse makes the crack just that little bit bigger. That process repeats over and over again over thousands, even millions of years, and eventually that ice wedging process is enough to split even the largest boulder in two. So be on the lookout for great examples of ice wedging on today's trip, and just enjoy the rocks in general, folks. We have wonderful rocks here on Pikes Peak. Don't ever take them for granted. Oh yeah. Seeing a lot of stone faces out in the crowd right now. Maybe I'll try a boulder joke next time. And I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, the train may be traveling uphill, but the jokes are only downhill from here. Now, people often ask me if we see wildlife from our trains, and yes, we sometimes do. In fact, just the other day, we had some reports of a rare bit of wildlife in this canyon. We've had some people claim they've seen the Rocky Mountain pink flamingo. Some people are looking at me like maybe they don't believe me, but he is very real. Keep your eyes peeled out that two-seat side. We know his nest is out there. Oh yeah, car one on that two-seat side. You see him? There he is. Car one, car two on the two-seat side. The pink flamingo. Wow. So majestic. So still. You would think he'd made out of plastic or something. Poor guy took a wrong turn in Albuquerque on his way to Miami this year. Wound up here instead, but hey, we're happy to have him.
Telephone line. Yeah, power too on cable.
To your perfect snapshot, there are a couple of workarounds for that. First, you can always just roll your window down. You do that by pulling on those two silver knobs there. However, if we are up above tree line, it gets very cold and windy. Having the window down may not be the most polite thing to do. So another thing you can always do is simply press your camera or your phone right up against the glass. That will eliminate any reflection or glare. And folks, if you'd like to stand in your seating areas to get a better angle for your photos, you're more than welcome to do that. Please don't stand in. Unfortunately for Pike, he started ascending the mountain in November, and he was still wearing his summer uniform. Winter was rapidly closing in. So the snow began to fall here on Pikes Peak. It got ankle deep, and then knee deep, and then waist deep, and eventually a shivering and freezing Pike, I like to call him a Pikesicle at that point, he decided to turn around. He realized he was in some danger, so he turned around, and as me as well. So folks, we have come to the sing-along portion of today's program. I'm going to be singing America the Beautiful. Please feel free to join in if you would like. All right, we ready? Here we go. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains.
Put your phone right up against the glass.
Why now? We just turned off the trees. So folks, we are at 11,500 feet of elevation. We are experiencing a phenomenon now known as tree line or timber line. At this point on the mountain, it simply becomes too cold, too windy, and the soil quality is too poor to support much more tree life. So as we leave behind the cover of the trees, we are also leaving the montane climate region. We are entering into the subalpine or Arctic climate region. Yeah, that's right, the same climate they have at the North Pole. We have any wildlife you might encounter up there, no matter how cute it may be. Now, 10 minutes before it is time to go, you will hear me come on the PA in the visitor center, let you know that fact. You'll also hear Sydney sound 3 blasts of this train's horn. That is your 10-minute warning. At 5 minutes before it's time to leave, you'll hear Sydney sound 1 last long blast of the horn. That is your 5 peaks. The collegiate peaks are on any serious mountain climber's bucket list because they contain many of Colorado's most challenging 14ers. Those mountains higher than 14,000 feet. So the collegiate peaks, those mountains in the mist out there, is the mountain climber's mecca. And one more thing out the 3-seat side there. If you look out the 3-seat side down into the valley, you'll notice that little lake down there. Folks, I wasn't lying to you when I said Lake Moraine is the only natural lake on the mountain. But we also have
เราถึงแล้วนะ เราถึงจุดสูงสุดของภูเขาแล้ว ขั้นนั้นสิออกกับ5 6 4
Yeah. So we do have a few of those at our
Where you wanna go?
sightings. If you notice those
Go this
white
way,
signs
right?
there.
Not too cold up here. See, I told you it's 59. Even 43.
มาถึงแล้วจ้าทุกคน จุดสูงสุดของเขาเบิงคนแบบเต็มเล
Oh,
ย
it
จ้ะ
is cold now. Feel it?
เนี่ยลมแห้งจ้ะทุกคน อากาศเย็นนิดนึง เบิงวิว
Cloudy, you get a good shot.
บัดแต่ว่าอันหมอกหลายนิดนึงเนาะทุกคน ขอสิพาทุกคนยางเบิงรอบๆเนาะเบิงชมวิวจ้ะทุกคนไพพีคเบิงวิวจ้ะทุกคน ข้างบนวิวสวยมาก แล้วก็ร่มกับเย็นพร้อม เดี๋ยวเราจะไปวิสิตเซ็นเตอร์เนาะ Thank you เข้ามาด้านในก็สิอุ่นจ้ะทุกคน คนเต็ม
Smells in here.
ข้างบนนี่ก็จะมีร้านกิฟต์ช็อปเนาะทุกคน มีร้านกิฟต์ช็อปให้เลือกซื้อ มีร้านกาแฟ แล้วก็มีอาหารเล็กๆน้อยๆเนาะทุกคน ผู้บ่าวยิ้มให้วะมีกิฟต์ช็อปนะฮะทุกคน ไผ่หนาวกับเสือใส่ใดเนาะทุกคน มีร้านกิฟต์ช็อปน่ารักเสือของฝากจ้ะทุกคนย่างเบิ้งรอบๆจ้ะ เดี๋ยวเราก็จะออกไปถ่ายรูปสวยๆกันนะทุกคน ถ่ายรูปกับวิว เรามีเวลา 45 นาทีเนาะทุกคน ก่อนที่รถรางของเฮ้าสิออก Pike Peaks Colorado นี่หมวก หมวกใบนี้คือน่ารักเลยทุกคนเนี่ยใบนี้ รอคิวโดนัทจ้ะทุกคน
You got Starbucks drinks. They got yours. You got pork rib sandwich.
เบิ่งคนหันแม่
I think I'll just snack now and eat lunch at the bottom.
We all swear we heard something.
What do you think?
That's right.
ทุกคน How high is it?
14,000, 1,100.
14,000 Holy shit วิวด้านบน
It says no public access. Yeah, people are walking on it. See it? It
Yeah
says don't go past this point when everybody's walking on it anyway.
I'm not gonna go ดูวิวด้านบนจ้าทุกคน วิวสวยมากบอกค่อยหนาวปันใดจ้ะทุกคน ไม่หนาวเท่าไหร่เอาสียางอ่อมไปเบิงทั้งผุดเด้อทุกคน ยางต้องเจอทุกคนถ่ายรูปแล้ว แล้วเราก็จะเดินวิวสวยมากข้างบน
Stand right that way, the other way.
Yeah
If you want to go ahead.
อ๋อหยิบเลย
Where's your dad? Good job. Good job.
Okay, big.
ไปขึ้นรถกลับแล้วจ้าทุกคน
We kind of have like a little love-hate relationship with them. They'll dig up the rocks in our tracks trying to make it
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you could please be in your seats. Once everyone is seated, we will begin our downhill trek.
ตอนนี้เฮากำลังลงจากเขาแล้วจ้าทุกคนตอนนี้คนขับ
It's like a roller coaster.
I know. As long as we go back to the roller coaster, I think it'll be great.
You ever have a runaway train?
Back in the steam engine days.
I bet, yeah, right? Hey, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, appreciate you.
You're funny. Even your Jokes on our part.
He's the best we got.
We have 192. That includes 3 hikers with collateral and